Oh my gosh. Like literally I thought that by the 31st it would already get cold, but no. Today was the day, November 1st, it actually got super cold. And now I'm driving back home from dropping off the kids, and they're just not used to this weather changing. I love it. I'm not complaining. I just, because right now, I'll show you guys, I'm in some shorts. Like if I'm about to go work out. I just want to snuggle up in my room and just sleep with my son. But I'm going to try to motivate myself to get things done around the house. And I also have to do some content. I was debating about vlogging, but here I am vlogging through my phone. So yeah, you'll be seeing lots more of me. So yeah, I'll see you guys a little bit later on. My hair, I just had it up and I was just jumping up and down to put some show on for my son. Realistically, this is how I actually look. I know there's like some other people that when they get started, they get their bed done and everything. I like to do my things planned, but when it's not planned because I got a little bit lazy and I had to get the kids up at 6 o'clock in the morning, I usually do everything backwards. So today of every month, I always grab my planners, my calendar, and my board wall, and I start to plan and write down the daily utility bills that are due for that month, things that I have to do during the week, and whatever comes up, I just jot it down in my calendar. When I'm not doing that and I've officially finished, which this over here, I just had this for like any remembrance. Like if I gotta write something down, I'll write it on here. But majority of my time, I always have my calendar here, which is what I did this morning. So that's what I write. I haven't journaled, haven't read my Bible, so I have to do that. And on top of that, I have not done my bed. And as y'all could see, this is what I'm wearing. This is actually my husband's, but I have on some shorts. And I'm cold. The house is super cold, but I'm not even mad at it. Like, I was even telling myself, I need to start running in the cold. I know that sounds crazy for some of y'all used to that, but I think I need to do that. At least to start my day. But it's just hard when you have little kids and it's so cold outside. So I've been lately driving my kids to school, but sometimes I actually want to walk with them to school, but it'd be so cold because of the wind and they're not used to this temperature, so I don't want them to get sick. So I have to figure that out. But for right now, as y'all can see, I have all of that to do. So just come along with me so we can handle that situation and not let this video be too long. So hello. As y'all can see, I haven't done my bed yet. See that my husband actually tried to do my bed, but he never knows how to do it right. Okay, so I just finished journaling with the Lord, and I also read my Bible, and I read a scripture that was really good. So from what I got from that scripture is to stay productive and consistent. Whether that be doing content or just doing what I need to get done around the house, whether it's the kids' clothes and things like that, because I actually got to get that done. But more so, I'm going to try to get ready because I don't want to feel like I'm in this funk. And I don't want to put on too much makeup because I noticed the last video that I made, my makeup would just stay on top and it didn't look so good. And that's because I haven't shaved my face I haven't got my eyebrows done. I haven't done no type of skincare to my skin. So when I don't do none of those things, I try not to use too much heavy makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix my bed. You guys can come along and let's get the day started. My look, because I try to do my old hairstyle that I always used to do, but I realized when you don't have short hair, it can be a little difficult to do those types of looks. So I'm gonna just leave it as it is. I did put some conditioner in my brows. I used to do this back when I was in high school for my brows to grow even more, but I do need to get them threaded. I'm gonna use my Refy primer to hydrate the skin because clearly it is dry. And if you guys know, I don't use the little piece here because it does not do much for me. The applicator is like broken, or I don't know. Like, I could tell when my skin is so dry and I need that moisture. I'm gonna see if I can use it, if it comes out. See, and when it comes out, it's just like a struggle. Like on this side, it gives me like primer, and then I'm just gonna let that set and dry. I'm gonna use my milk, and I'm gonna just put this like around my nose, concealer, put some under my eye, just so that kind of hydrates everything. I'm telling you guys, my skin is not happy with me. It's like, so I like to let this set and dry. And this is a highlighter, but for some reason I like to use this for my under eye to give me like a brightening glow under my eyes, since it's a little dry down there. So I'm gonna add some of this to give me some hydration and glow back to my skin. I'm telling you guys, the weather here in Georgia is now starting to get colder, and I love it, but my skin hates me. And since I don't have any skincare products, I have to use what I have. Now I'm going to use the Flawless e.l.f. But yeah, today I wasn't planning to do anything crazy. I'm probably thinking about rearranging the girls' room, since I rearranged my room, my husband rearranged my son's room, and I haven't got the chance to rearrange the girls' room. So I was thinking maybe doing that. That way I could feel a little bit better, and probably start folding their clothes again and rearranging it, because every time I do their drawers and I fold everything nice and neat, when they have to be in a rush to get their clothes ready for school or whenever we go out, they always tend to make a mess and leave either the clothes on the floor, under their bed, or they just think that the clothes are dirty, so they automatically put it in the hamper. And every time I'm like, why am I washing so much? Like, I shouldn't have to be washing so much clothes. But that's the life of a mom. That is the life of a mom. But yesterday, my husband kind of told him, like, no, don't do that, because your mom has to clean everything. And that takes much time out of my day to have to do all of that. It's a lot. I'm going to add some of this blush, too. Just here. Huda Beauty Lip Blush. I don't know if this really, they talked about it, but it's really good. It's a really good product. It might show up, but it might disappear, because it's not as pigmented until you build it up. But it's fine, because I don't really want that much pigment. Alright, so I'm just going to put this here and just drag it down. So that's what's gonna be for today. My daughter has practice, so I have to drop her off. Her dad is working in town, super close to where she practices. So I'm debating about if I should still pick her up and just stay there, or just drop her off and let her dad pick her up, because it's not a far drive, but I don't know if I want to leave her too long, because I don't know exactly what time my husband's going to get off. And I don't want nobody to have to watch her, because it's my job to make sure that she goes to practice and then she gets off. So, and then I just don't want to have to carry the burden of bringing all the kids, because they tend to get cranky after school, and it's a lot for me to have to deal with. Okay, so the light here is starting to come up. I do have this little pimple, but I haven't touched it, and you guys don't even know how bad I want to like mess with it. But if I mess with it, I'm going to scar it. So I don't want to scar my face anymore than what I used to do and neglect my skin, because my sister, she's an esthetician, so she really tells me about what not to do with your pimples. And one of the main factors about pimple popping is if you pop it, it's going to spread, because it's spreading bacteria, and what you pop here will show up somewhere else. So I'm trying to avoid doing that. Oh my gosh, I had to fix my ring light, and I love how I'm getting a lot of lighting here. So we're gonna leave it, because if I tilt this a little bit, hold on, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna use my Truth and Bare palette here, and I'm gonna use this brown shade here. Let me show it to you guys. This one here, to just give my brows a little bit of some color. I try so hard not to use the pencil, because I know the pencil can be super pigmented, but it's so easy to be harsh. And I've been trying to leave my brows like nice and natural, but without, and I don't really like do my brows all the time. Whenever I'm at home, I don't try to do them as perfect. I just go with the motion and what works best for me. So if you are into like your brows with the eyeshadow, or to add a little tint to it, I just prefer doing this because it's easier for me. And since I haven't went to get my eyebrows threaded, this is the best way to cover it up. There we go. Like, remember, your brows are cousins, they are not sisters. So if you know, you know. My translucent powder from Laura Mercier. I'm just gonna set this where I added concealer. That way when I leave out of here, my under eyes don't crease and I still have coverage. So, and I like to cover it up. I would have used a pressed powder, but the pressed powder is more heavier in my opinion. So I like to use something that still makes my under eyes still look as natural, but still brings out my brown eyes. Lately, I've been noticing that my eyes have been getting lighter as I'm getting older, which is something I'm not used to. But I noticed that for dark skinned girls or dark brown girlies out there that believe that dark brown eyes are not beautiful, you are sadly mistaken. They said in a, I'm not mistaken, in a review that we are actually people that have colored eyes. I seen it on a report or research or something, and once I seen that, I was like, see, I know that we always had beautiful eyes. They just never say we have better melanin. But we do. We have beautiful eyes. My favorite eyelash curler, I think I'm going to repurchase another one of these, like maybe another 2 or 3, because these eyelash curlers are the best thing ever. I want to know how I grew my lashes? Eyelash serum. That's the best way you're going to get your lashes back. Now my lashes are a little bit fallen off because I've been wearing like falsies, but whenever I put on my eyelash serum from elf, I see such a great difference in my eyelashes, and they grow very full, like on this side. I'm gonna use this just a coat, not too much, but I'm feeling the positivity. I haven't been drinking coffee. I know when I scroll on social media and I see like all girlies that they love their coffee, and I used to love coffee, especially iced coffee. I never like warm coffee. Back then, it's weird because I hated coffee. One thing about me is that I used to hate coffee a lot. But stopped like a month back because I noticed that coffee's been triggering my stomach. I guess I could do a story time for you guys about my issue with certain foods, processed foods, spicy foods, things that has not worked for my stomach. I think I'm gonna do that for the next story time because I want to talk about health and ways that you can be healthy without hurting your gut, your health, and living right. Okay, I'm gonna use my Dior. I'm gonna put some like right here, but I don't want to over exaggerate it too much because my skin is looking a little good and I want to keep it that way. I don't want to make it look crazy. And that's it. That's all I use. Now, if you want to be a little extra, sometimes I'll probably grab this color here and I'll put it like right in between my eyes. Just like that. And that's it. Pencil from NYX Professionals. I know sometimes I get distracted when I'm talking to you guys while I'm using my products, but if I don't say anything that you guys seen me say in my video, I'll link it down for you guys. And this is just a clear, creamy pencil. I like using these because they're way better and they're less like crazy looking than the eye pencils, like the white eyeliners. I used to use those and then I realized that they weren't like nice, so I started to stick to something that I knew was better for me, and that was the clear pencils from NYX, and they're really good and affordable. So don't sleep on drugstore because you could save a lot of money when you use drugstore brands and they really work. See how I have more hair on here because I've been tearing up my lashes so bad. But I don't put a lot of mascara underneath my bottom. I just leave them as it is. But my favorite lip combo that I just started trying out for the fall and for the winter time would have to be my Revive Fawn lip liner and my favorite two Summer Fridays lip balm. If you guys don't want to spend too much on the Summer Fridays, try the Naturium. It's really good. The only issue that I had when they first made their product was that it was a little bit too thick of consistency and my lips would dry out too quick. I know that they only fixed their formula, so I know it has to be very good. If you guys want me to do like a review or a test wear, please let me know, comment down. These have been my favorite go-to. I've been recommended by my high school beautiful best friend, Taylai, of this shade because she said this shade would good on my skin. And then this one, of course, was like the original base nude lip balm. And then my Fawn, this lip liner, even though it might be a little pricey, this doesn't budge. Like, you could wear this lip liner all day and it stays on. It doesn't move like other lip liners do. This one comes hand in hand. I like this one. So I would repurchase this just because it stays on and you don't have to reapply. But I just don't like the silicone because it does crack my lips. But sometimes I do wear it just to give me like a matte look to my lips, but other than that, I don't really like that part of the lip liner. Other than that, her lip liners are really good. But if you do want to splurge, check out the Summer Fridays and the Refi at Sephora. I think they're having like a sale, so if you have the chance, go out and buy them and purchase them before the sale ends. But these are my favorite go-to for the season, but more so the winter time. I mixed these two together, so I actually put this one first and then I put this one at the bottom and just on my Cupid's bow, and it gave me like this nice little combination. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say because my son's here and he gonna be rambling. I'm in my laundry. Give me a second. My laundry is actually in reconstruction right now until we finally fix it. I have an idea, but my husband just hasn't had time because he has been working. But when we do get it fixed, it's gonna look a lot better than how it looks right now. But I don't care. This is my house. This is how I have my things. I know everybody's not always clean all the time, so if you say that you're clean all the time and you don't have nothing going on in your house or reconstructing or things like that or whatever, and you claim that your house is like always super clean, you gotta be lying. You just have to. That's not being realistic. For me, it's not. Okay, so now I'm in the girls' room. We're just gonna do some work here and get things done out the way. Okay, you guys, I finally pushed the dresser that way. So now I gotta sweep, clean up the floor, and then I should be almost done with that part. Okay, so I finished that. I'm now gonna organize all these books because I usually organize the girls' books, but their brother sometimes comes, especially Isma, he likes to make a mess. So I try to organize it the best way I can. That way it looks more neat. And whenever they want to read a book, they can read a book without having it messy. So I finished fixing the girls' room. Their closet is a mess, and I'm debating about if I should clean it because they really should be the ones cleaning it, and I'm usually the one cleaning up their mess. So I'm trying to see if I should do it or make them clean when they get home. Listen and get it done, then I'll reward them. Because I did a whole lot and my back hurts, but I mean, I got it done, so now I'm a little bit satisfied that their room is now fixed. Now the next part I have to do is just put away clothes and laundry, and that's probably it. So we'll see what happens later on today once I pick up the kids from school. So I will see you guys later on. Okay, so we made it to practice. Now we're just waiting until it is, what, 6? And then the kids are well, the girls are gonna go to practice. It's gonna be Eva's last practice, and then Siani has a couple more games before she goes into the Thanksgiving and Christmas break, and then she returns, I think, at the end of January. But right now I'm just trying to focus on just letting everything be done at the end of the day. If you see that my eyes are like glossy or whatever, don't think that I was smoking, because I wasn't. I'm tired. It's because I need to put some more eye drops in my eyes. We'll see you in a little bit.